Hi, this is Chris Eymann,
Tracy Royce,
Luke Rotvold,
and this is the Redroom. Tracy, Luke, and I jump on every week to talk about real estate, acquisition,
a lot of fix and flip,
and design,
dispositions,
Airbnbs,
financial independence, retire early.
We always have a new guest every single week.
We're going to have a lot of fun, all right?
So if you're interested in any or all of those, make sure to join us on the Redroom podcast.
And subscribe to the Redroom.
Share it with your friends or join us on the Phoenix RIA Facebook.
That one's live.
Voila, we're up and running.
There we go. Here you go. Take that. That's live.
All righty, we are live in the Redroom. It's a little fun when you don't know you're trying new stuff. Am I going here? Am I going there? Okay, here we go.
Check one.
The operator, the cameraman, the audio.
Yeah. The cameraman, the audio. Buck's helped out a little bit with that. But all right, we are live at the Redroom. We are actually in Buck's studio. We got a cool logo behind us.
Let's go. Ask if they can hear you.
Thumb up. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. Anyone? Yeah, we don't want to do this whole half
Could you
hour
imagine?
and nobody can hear. Are there people still on there?
Yep.
Okay, people are still watching. So yeah. All right, we're live at the Redroom with Phoenix RIA. We got Dina, we got Tracy, we got Buck.
I'm coming.
He's coming. He's actually helping us with the backstage stuff as well. So the market is. I'm going to tell you, we're still in 25,000 units. I mean, I think I've been saying that number since like February. Yeah. It's like the market is just kind of just plugging along. It's not getting crazy. But also prices are steady. Inventory steady. Interest rates, obviously, because did tick up because of the bombs that crossed the ocean a couple times this week or in the last 7 to 10 days. There was supposed to be a peace agreement. Sounds like the UAE sent a bomb a couple nights ago. So that's definitely kept the interest rates back up. Our 10-year is at like 4.5. It is June. It's getting hot, right?
Yeah.
So small side note, my son took my keys and left me with his car, and he had no AC. I'm like, dude, I'm running this through the service. And luckily there was no leak, just needed a Freon recharge. I'm like, I don't even know how you were doing this.
He just had a baby. Maybe he's just been at home for a while.
Or maybe just drives my truck all the time when I'm out of town. So, but yeah, so it's June. So seasonality is just right around the corner, which is obviously July and August. This is a midterm. You're seeing all the signs all over the streets. Everybody's got their ad up for the election. So, yeah. All right. Now, we got Buck on here. He was actually at our Phoenix RIA live event this month, and he gave the crowd everything they wanted.
And more.
And more.
Yeah. And more. I don't think they knew what they were in for because, I mean, a lot of people in the investment space, like they haven't built a brand, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you're coming up on 25 years of having your company and your entity, and people know your logo and all the things, but a lot of people just don't have a brand in that space yet. So I think you have a lot of head spinning.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I may have in the wholesale space, I might actually have one of the few brands in this market.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for jumping on.
Yeah, of course. I'm excited to be here. Thanks for having me on.
So this is kind of just a little round table. We didn't send you any pre-question.
I don't need them. No. I know we've all got the gift of gab here, so I think we'll be okay. But ultimately, I think what you've really done is you've added value in the market, and that's how you build a community. Is the more value you give someone, the more they trust you, the more they want to connect with you. And so I would say you've done that in a way that's very relationship specific, not so transactional, where you're looking for something back. The fact that you guys give so much and have been giving for so long, it's just a testament when I come to a room like that, when you invite me and I see all these people and they're so passionate, it's clear that this wasn't an overnight thing, that you've been aggressively building this brand. And so congrats to all of you for doing that and for making a difference for people who want to learn what you do and how you do it.
Yeah, and that's our goal, was always be one step ahead, We don't charge for entry.
Right.
We just try to we're just
Bring value.
get people on there that will add value and not try to pitch everybody and sell them on something. Right.
Yep.
So.
Yep, exactly. But I think ultimately the reason investors don't think of themselves as a brand is because a lot of solopreneurs, which a lot of investors are, they're not looking to build some massive enterprise corporate structure with thousands of employees. It's them and a couple of small individual partners typically. Is they don't realize the importance that the number one equity isn't the property they're buying, but the equity is themselves and how they show up online. And the fact that in order to do business with anyone, everybody's always looking at how much they trust you.
Yes.
And so what are they going to do? 92% of anybody you do business with is going to search you. So my question to anyone doing business is, what do I find if I search your name? And how does that help me make a decision? Does it slow me down because I can't find anything? Or does it speed it up because I saw a story from last week where Chris might have been talking about an amazing person that he connected with and changed their life. And so it makes me go, this guy's legit. I got to do business with him. I got to move the needle a little bit faster. So,
right. Well, I'll even say too, I'm in that avatar. So when I used to work behind the scenes for investors, exactly like Chris, and then I branched off on my own, I was that solopreneur that thought, how am I going to compete with other people door knocking and doing short sales? And it was to create a brand. And that since morphed into flipping and investing and all the other things. But what's followed me is not the transaction type. It's the sharing and the brand and the growth around that. So for the people that think, why should I just do it if it's just me or maybe me and one other person? You are the person that should do that. Absolutely. Yeah. Corporations have a lot more money. You have a story.
Yeah, I agree.
So when a couple years ago, or maybe I'm dating, maybe 5 years ago, you'd throw out somebody's name on Google and you'd find their LinkedIn, right? Or something like that. But now it's like with Instagram being searchable, I feel like it's Instagram, like this story, this reel. Yeah, it's all there. So which is more important, like the LinkedIn or just all the socials?
Sure, yeah, good question.
Or the website.
This is a strategy question. So we're getting into how to build your personal brand strategy. Number one, if you study the news from last November 2025, you saw that all social platforms opened their searchability. They were closed last year for the most part of the year. And what they did is they started opening up the ability to search in those social platforms for one reason only, and that is because they want to be the data center for AI. So as people are searching across all these LLMs, they want to be the brain trust, because whoever holds the knowledge holds the power. Whoever has the data has the dollar.
Oh, you mean they didn't just open those internet doors to help us?
No, it was to make more money, essentially.
LLMs back at.
Learning language model. So a learning language model would be ChatGPT is the most consumer recognized LLM. Then you have Gemini. Then you have Grok. Then you have a bunch of small sub LLMs, some privately held LLMs. But the idea is that they all have different use cases. The one where a consumer is going to search first and the most is going to be ChatGPT, which is the fastest growing LLM. We watched Facebook go from 0 to 100 million users in 4 years. 4 years to go to 100 million. ChatGPT went to 0 to 100 million users in 60 days.
Wow.
So the growth trajectory, Facebook went like this, and it's a behemoth, 1 billion users every day log in, right? And it went like this for years and years. ChatGPT went whoop, just overnight. Everybody said, we trust this thing. When we need a solution to a problem, we're going to go to ChatGPT. Just overnight, my mom's late 70s. Love you, Mom. I didn't give the exact number. I just said late 70s. Looks 45. But Mom is like asking ChatGPT questions. So that's my litmus test. If Mom is on, it's adopted. The country is adopted. The world is adopted.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So how important is it then to post things about giving information so that connect with you on a value basis versus trying to go viral with something funny?
Yeah, great question. When you say the word viral, and by the way, if anybody ever comes to me or my agency like, we want to be viral, I'm like, go to another agency. Typically not what I do for people. One, you have to define what is viral, but two, really what it means is you're measuring vanity metric. So vanity metric is like, share, follows. A lot of entrepreneurs get caught in an ego game where they just want to look cooler than the competitor, or they want to look like a big deal. There's something to that. It's never where I start a conversation, though. Is like, we're in this to drive a business result. So I'll ask an investor maybe like, hey, do you want 1,000 followers or 5? And one of the 5 is, someone that's going to do a $10 million fund with you. Like, do you want 1,000 or you want 5? You want the 5, right? So it's quantity, or it's quality, not quantity when it comes to numbers. So I always bring the attention back to value, which was the question you asked. And it's knowing the consumer is so important. Knowing that avatar, the persona of the customer. If you know them well, you know their biggest challenges. And so you know what questions they'd be asking that LLM. Now the science behind, I have that answer. If only people knew that I could help them. So, but what most people are not willing to do is to create what you need to create for them to find you.
Okay.
People want the boop.
Easy button.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everybody wants the, how do I get search? It's, you got what we're doing right now. This conversation is being transcribed. The metadata of this video, when it gets published after it goes live, is totally traceable, searchable, and is used in an algorithmic way so that people can find. They're going to hear Arizona, Scottsdale, invest, AI, brand. These words will get picked up.
You need to say the name of your companies, guys. So
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Homes.
That's the key.
Well, we're going to start over on the introduction.
And so the secret right now in AI is that what we're doing right now is 1 out of 5 things everybody should be doing. This is just 1, video. 2, PR. 3, articles. 4, blogs. 5, reviews. There's a trifecta, really, a main 3 things that you do, and you do them in synchronization. And what we look for is a trend line. So AI's job is, you ask it a question, it wants to be the smartest person in the room to give you the answer, and at speed. It wants to give it to you quick.
Yes.
So it takes its tentacles and goes, got the answer, right? Those tentacles are really important because where they connect will either give you good answers or bad answers. So where do the tentacles find the most trust? Social media. Earned, meaning reviews, meaning message boards, or 4, they may look at articles or public relations, places where it's not, you don't own it. Like a blog you own, it'll look on it, but it's only going to give you so much validity from your blog because you own it. Hey, I'm the best at this. Well, okay, you own the blog, you said that, so I'm going to give you 30% credit for that. But now I'm going to go to social and see if someone other than you talked about you or shared you. That's going to give you more. So they call that third-party validation.
Gotcha.
So that's the game. And so right now, if you're an investor or you're watching this, you're going like, I don't got this much time. This guy's talking about a lot. All people here, when they come to me for the very first time, they almost immediately go,
Sounds like a lot.
I can't do this. I don't want to do this. I don't have time. I wouldn't even know how to do it. And that's where I come in and I help people because I build those systems for them.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's what you've been really good at is you can, like, I'll throw up a post once a week. I'm one of those guys. But you consistently just post and post. How often?
I was better at it before, and I'm posting a little bit now, but it was embedded in my business. So I didn't look at it on top of, I have a business to run and then this. It was part of the business. One feeds the other. And so if I'm standing in line at the post office or hanging out instead of watching Netflix, I'm posting, I'm looking for content, I'm editing. It's fun for me because I saw results as well. Not only do I really enjoy genuinely connecting with people like that, but when you start to get the results, it can also be addictive. And we as entrepreneurs love that little hit of juice. Like I pushed the button, I got my pellet, So once that really starts to pay off, I think that if people understood the value and just tweaking it to what's more original nowadays with ChatGPT, then I think they'd be hooked instantly once they knew just give it time and you'll get results.
Yeah, no question.
Mhm.
Well, you also do a really good job of like living in your stories in the moment.
Oh, thank you.
And I think people follow you for that because they're like, well, shit, to next.
Sure.
What kind of crazy thing is she doing?
Right.
in
Yeah.
this house.
Steel toes one day,
Yeah.
stilettos the other.
Yeah.
We were just talking previously before you guys walked in, we were talking about a strategy for someone else. And Dean and I agree on this, that the number one thing that creates the most success is authenticity.
Mm.
And I think with the emergence of AI, a lot of people are going to be creating what they call slop.
Mm,
Yeah.
right.
And you guys already know
Oh,
what
yeah,
that
we
is.
see it.
You see it and you go, that's okay, that was totally AI generated. AI generated content is so, listen, if you're taking notes, dangerous. Because all it takes is one sloppy AI post and no one will ever trust you again. And so living your authentic life online is the most valuable advice I could give anyone. Even if you never work with an agency or hire someone or build a system, just grabbing your phone, hitting record, and not trying to create some filtered AI animated, misconstrued piece of slop. That is the fastest way to get people to not trust you. So it's important.
What you were saying before, how integrated ChatGPT is, my stance on it has been is integrate it into how you're doing social media, but not make it exactly what you're doing.
Yeah,
So
operational.
have it write your scripts or assist you in things, have it make you more efficient, but don't use it to create your videos. And I think to your guys' point too, the more AI comes out, the more authentic people want things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're seeing
for
that
sure.
in the design space too. It's just like curated pieces, one-off pieces, handmade, artisan materials.
Yeah.
So I see the same through line in the online space as well.
Yeah.
I'd be interested to hear what you have to say about that.
Well, it's true. It's people crave right now authenticity because there's such a lack of it. So like in the design space, it's probably because the word you would probably use is unique. Like that's what adds value to a piece of design, is that it's unique. We are all unique. AI is not.
Yeah.
And so that's what people are going to crave more. A lot of people say to me, I know I need to get out there. I know I've got a brand, but I'm not Ryan Seacrest. I don't play the part. I don't speak eloquently. I'm soft spoken. I have a guy that's a CPA that works with me. He's not dynamic, but he helps people and he doesn't need to be dynamic. And so I really joke that I'm not a marketer. I'm a therapist.
Yeah.
Because most people can't get past their biggest competitor, which is their own mindset.
Yeah.
And so I'm coaching people constantly to realize the world wants human to human connection.
Right.
They want that proximity to real people.
And I mean, every coach in this space don't wait till you can film it or edit it or just turn the camera.
Launch it.
Yeah, just get going.
Yeah.
Right?
I call it muscle memory.
Yeah.
People that say, oh, that sounds scary. I say, well, then you just admitted you've never done it. So, because if you have, you're not afraid of it anymore. The more you flip that camera and you hit record and you just tell your story, the more comfortable you are. And there's sort of 3 phases to that, by the way. Phase 1 is seeing yourself.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, that is like step 1. Okay, we're going to see what we look like because you got to look at it. You got to hit record and you got to look at it. And you got to get over the, I would say, the conditioning, if we're going to get real, that somebody instilled in you at a young age because for some reason you didn't have the courage to look in that camera and say, I like what I see. And I think a lot of people deal with that. You'd be surprised. Multi-millionaires that I work with, scared as a baby to hit record. They've got something deep inside. I won't go deep on therapy. We're not going to do any electrode crying sessions or anything. But I'm going to talk about, number 1, when you hit record and you create that content because you have a unique story that you need to be telling. Number 1, who are you really thinking about when you're afraid? Is it your friend, your ex, your family? And the worst part of my therapy is that I learned the number 1 person who you're usually thinking about isn't a client, and it's somebody very close to you in your life who's holding you back.
Interesting.
It's always somebody close to you who you need to remove from your ecosystem, your little circle of people, because you're afraid that they're going to say, oh, you think you're an influencer now. I saw you talking about something the other day. That's the number 1 fear most people have. And so when we go into creating your story or building a personal brand, number 1, who do we got to remove from our inner circle so that you have the confidence to create?
It's funny. I got a couple friends that are like, "That's not Chris. Chris doesn't get on the camera and start talking."
Yeah.
I was just about to say, because I remember.
Because I'll sit.
But it is.
But I'll sit in the corner at a bar and not to talk to anybody for hours.
Yeah.
And he's perfectly content, by the
But-
way.
Yes.
Just like that, like on his phone, comping houses,
Yeah.
zoning out, doing his thing.
So you know what we found funny about people who say that? What we learned, so I was a CMO for a Grant Cardone organization for 3 years, Cardone Ventures. It was a business management company. And Grant taught me this. The people who say that, when they see you doing something they won't do, you make them uncomfortable.
Really?
So what do? Hey, you're stupid, you're
Yeah.
dumb, you're an influencer, you think you're doing something they're scared to do. So they say that to
Yeah,
you.
they actually don't say it. They just say it's a different
Yeah,
need. They
yeah.
don't. They actually compliment me for.
Oh, they
actually
do. That's good.
They're doing it.
They're not haters.
But they just say it's not Chris.
Yeah, yeah.
They just like
It's a version of you,
Yeah,
though. You know,
yeah.
like people say human nature, when there's a lens or microphone, our human nature is
Freak.
yeah. You guys remember Talladega Nights? I don't know what to do with my hands. You remember that? Ricky Bobby, he's like, I'm on the interview and my hand, what do I do with it? Yeah, like humans freeze. It's really weird. And it's a psychology thing.
Yeah.
Right now, while I'm talking to you, I actually am not really concerned with who's watching this. I want to add value for you, but I'm really more focused on this room, this conversation, the way that I would talk to you. Now, if we've known each other for a really long time and we were in a conference room, it was just a meeting, and we've had meetings many times before, I'm probably going to be a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more laid back, and my voice and tone is probably going to go a little bit more quiet.
Yeah.
But our job right now is to inspire, entertain, engage, educate, motivate someone. And to do that, you got to bring energy.
Yeah.
You don't need to be fake, but you got to bring energy.
I think you're actually a really good example, because in the time that I've been on Redroom, I remember you saying, I don't do this, I don't film, I'm not good in front of the camera. And I'm like, actually you are, and you've gotten so much better about it because you put in the reps and you're doing this purely to add value.
Yeah.
So it's something that I know probably made you deeply uncomfortable, because you don't need to do any of this.
Yeah, but if you watch it, I do the intro and then because you and Luke are way wittier and faster than me. I mean,
Just
that's
different.
Yeah,
Just different.
That's what I mean. I'll listen to like who is ever on there, and I'll be like, if they say something, then I'll like wait, because like we could do that, but I'm not going to come up with that in 5 seconds.
Yeah.
It's going to take me 30 seconds to a minute to
But
process.
you also ask these really deep diving, like numeric questions that I think, especially for the audience that we're serving, really, really dive into the the driving factors that you talk about. So there's a lot of that. So for people that are listening, they're like, I'm a numbers guy. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I think you're just a really good example of the argument against that.
Got past it.
We're in the investment space.
Yeah.
People love that. Sort of
And
thing.
he's unique. And so
Right.
he's got his own uniqueness. He's likable in his own way and in a different way. You know, I always bring up Jeff Fishborn. If you study this lawyer in Alabama, and he got in his car, he's a lawyer, he litigates divorce, family troubles, got in his car, hit record. He's like, look, if you're fighting with your wife, here's 3 things you can do to not fight with your wife, right? And he would give negotiation ideas. Now he's got, 6.5 million followers in his car, no studio, quiet, soft, not some big personality. 6.5 million followers, best-selling book, New York Times best-selling book.
Wow.
Tours the country now. Doesn't even litigate anymore. I don't think. I think he just tours the country and speaks to people about how to negotiate. That's his whole thing. But the point is, he would be one of those guys that go, "I'm quiet. I'm a numbers guy. I don't do that." Boom. It really comes down to authenticity and helping other people, and I know you do that.
Yeah.
And so that's the key.
So you guys get together on your therapy sessions?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. Yes. Yeah, everybody's got a different approach. Everybody's got a unique skill set or a different backstory. I think the other thing that I work with a lot of entrepreneurs on is you have it. So it is a skill to find it and tell it.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think everybody's, my day's not really interesting. You'd be surprised. It
surprised.
really
Yeah.
is. Yeah.
What people pick up on.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll have put a lot of effort, and you guys probably do the same thing, where you put a lot of effort into this one video that you think is going to do tremendously well, and the next time you post a picture of a cat you saw on a job site and people lose their minds, you're like,
Yeah.
really? It was the cat?
Yeah.
I mean, people just, relate to the things you would never think. So
Yeah.
it's just a matter of volume and value.
True.
I remember the first time I did my own podcast, it was probably like 10 years ago. And I was like paranoid. I was like, as soon as I see this camera, I'm going to be freaking out. And so somebody told me, bring a picture of something that like you love or that makes you smile. So I read a picture of my dog and
Nice.
I hung it below the camera. So every time I was looking at the camera, I just kind of smiled because it was a funny picture of my dog.
Yeah.
You know, so what other tips do you have for people that are just like afraid to pick up the phone
Yeah.
and start?
Okay, this is the biggest one. You ready? Do you guys have your phone?
Yes.
This is the biggest one. So when you hold the phone like this, there is a camera that you're going to turn on yourself because you're going to tell a story. And the user behavior of who's going to watch this video. Have you ever been to an Instagram viewing party before? Have you?
No.
Have you?
No.
I've been to launch parties, but not a
Not an Instagram viewing party.
right.
They don't exist. So what that means is when people watch content, they are by themselves. People are, by the way, the statistics show, in bed, in transit, so they're on a train or an airplane or they're traveling, or the toilet, okay? People are in their private moment in their day and they're getting their dopamine emotion hit. That's why they go to social. They want to learn something. They want to be inspired. They want a break from the BS in their day. So here we go. It's like a drug. Open Instagram. What can I learn? Make me laugh, right? So now that we know users singularly absorb content on their own, number one, mindset, filter. I am having a conversation with one person, not 10, not 100. So there is no such thing as, hey, everybody, because there is no everybody. There is one person.
Hey guys.
Yes. Hey, guys.
Hey Grandpa.
Yeah, there is no, hey, guys. There's no, hey, everybody. So you immediately disconnect with someone the minute you put them in a room with other people that they're not actually in. So that's the number one tip, is remember, as you hit record, this is one person. And if we did a strategy together, before you hit record, I'm going to have you mentally picture the cat or whoever the one person is, the avatar, that you're having this conversation with. So maybe a young investor that needs support, that's that one person. And if you think of that one person whose life you've already changed,
You've
that
got
is,
lots of them.
but if you think of the one that really meant the most to you, that is the person I'm always going to have you think of.
Right.
That version of that person. And whoever that is for you, it might be another investor, it might be another entrepreneur, could be someone in the real estate space, could be contractors, it could be recruiting, it could be anybody, whoever you're trying to attract. That's the person. Now, this is the second best tip I can give you. Once you realize it's a singular conversation, I now want you to really focus on this filter. This is a FaceTime conversation, not a piece of social content. If you realize that this should feel to the person on this side that you have just called them on FaceTime and you're answering their question, when you speak, they will feel it. I've had people tell me before, it's so weird when I watch your content, I feel like you're talking to me. And that's what you want people to feel.
Yeah.
You want people to feel that it's just a conversation that they're having. So when you go back and watch, do a 60-second piece of content, inspire someone, motivate them, educate them, whatever it is. When you go back and watch it, ask yourself this question. If I were to pretend this was a FaceTime call, would they think I'm mentally insane? Or would they go, seems like Chris, seems like exactly what he would do if he gave me a FaceTime call? That's the litmus test on how good your content is when it comes to being authentic. When you remove the fear or the condition that this is you on a podium and you go, no, this is a FaceTime call with my friend X and I'm just helping them. I watch people fundamentally change their voice inflection, how fast they talk. You know, you go back and watch your old content and go, if I use my sister as an example, like if my sister was on a FaceTime call and here's my sister, here she comes, she picks up, hey everybody, so today I wanted to tell you 3 things. She would be like, are you on drugs?
Right.
Like, what's wrong with you? So how would I talk to my sister? I would go, hey, what was that question? Oh, you wanted to know which platform is better for you. So it's going to depend. There's a couple things you need to think about. Number one, which platform is most important to you? Are you looking for targets on Instagram? Or are you looking? So the conversation I'm having is flowing like a FaceTime call.
Right.
If you can master that cadence, the speed in which you talk, the voice that you use, but still have some engagement. I do believe that in content, it is the best version of yourself, not the tired version of ourselves, not the just woke up version of ourselves. It is like right now, when I talk to my team or I'm on a strategy call, I don't give this much energy.
Right.
Sure.
I couldn't do that all day long. But when we're recording and having a conversation, it's me times 1 times
Amplified.
1.5.
Yeah.
It's amplified.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. But that would be the best advice I would give if you're looking to get over your fear and deliver natural content.
So no more hey guys.
We call those pleasantries. And you know what's interesting?
Guilty.
Pleasantries were built to make people comfortable.
Well, and I'm saying if you're hey guys and you have 2.2 seconds to whatever hook somebody, like
Yeah.
you can't be starting with hey guys, right?
You missed your point.
Yeah.
You missed your opportunity. Yeah. So the average consumer gives you about 2 seconds to decide whether they're going to stick around and watch it or they're going to go. And if you waste those 2 seconds with a pleasantry, which by the way is usually worse than hey guys, it's usually, so I call this the warm up. I know when somebody's nervous because they want themselves to feel comfortable. They want to warm up. So how do we make ourselves comfortable? Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. It is, I'm in Scottsdale right now. Yeah. It's actually, I can't believe how hot it is today, by the way. It's 90 degrees.
Yeah.
So you got to cut the pleasantries. The pleasantries is the warm up. People want to get in.
Just cut it.
Yeah.
They feel like it's rude. A lot of people, some of us were raised with manners and we think it's rude because you're not supposed to just launch into something. But a great mentor of mine once told me, there's no foreplay in content. Get to the point. You have 2 seconds. Get to the point.
Like to the point how you started, you said, which social platform are you on, right?
Right
It's
away.
right into a question.
Yeah.
So they're, all right, so that 2 seconds, do they want to watch this or are they going to get going? Right.
That's it.
I
Yeah.
just thought of a way to never let myself do that again. Do you guys remember the movie The Goonies?
Yes.
Where he goes, hey, you guys.
That's it.
Yes.
I am going to remember that so I never say it again.
You don't want to be that guy.
I don't want to be a Goonie.
Yeah. That's great. You should.
Yeah.
I love that.
Great
movie.
association.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, cool.
Yeah, well, we appreciate you jumping on. We like
Of
to
course.
keep it easy, simple. How
Love it.
does anybody get a hold of you if they want?
I would say Instagram. Go to About Buck on Instagram and give me a follow. I love to do what you do on the brand side. I love to just give value. And I know that it always comes back somehow.
Yeah,
So,
there you go.
I'd love to ask one more question. On a scale of 1 to 10, being that social media has the landscape of it has changed since we've all been in real estate.
Yeah.
So on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is building a brand in 2026 and beyond?
Number one, most important equity in your business is you. When you sell or scale a business, so let's take Elon Musk, for example, right? Elon builds PayPal and then he sells it, which is what he did, right? When he sold it, he didn't get any of the technical IP. He sold it. The employees that were there had to stay. He didn't get any of the infrastructure. He didn't get the building. He got cash.
No logo.
He got no logo. He got cash. He received some money. But what he really got was his personal brand. Your personal brand can never be sold. And so it is the number one piece of equity in any business. You can scale and sell a business. But what did Elon do? A lot of people would sell PayPal and they made it. He took his brand and he attracted the world's best scientists, the best engineers. He built the world's fastest electric car. He built rockets that go to the moon. He did that not with money. He did that with who he is. His brand was not sellable, and he's leveraging even now his brand to do more, connect with more people, move faster. I would argue there's no amount of money you could get from an investor that is going to equate to building your brand. The ROI is earned for years and years and years. Same thing could be said for a bad brand. A bad brand is going to do just that to you for years and years. So if you're not investing today, get productive, get paranoid, and start investing in yourself first.
Love it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
We
guys.
hope you guys love this. Share it with your friends. Give us a follow.
Hey, you close it out. I'm going to go hit the end button.
Okay. And Chris is teaching this month for the June Phoenix RIA, third Tuesday in June. I think it's the 17th. We're going to be at our office in Scottsdale. So please join us if you haven't already signed up. I'm sure he will post that link here. And then in July, we're doing golfing. So networking, golfing indoors, and the best of the best.
Love it.
Yes, absolutely. So thank you, Buck.
You're welcome.
Cheers.
Hey, thanks for watching that episode. And this is the start of your real estate journey. There's over 100 episodes and a bunch of playlists. And please hit subscribe before you move on to the next video.